But when they have a field day, when they can operate for 3 hours without any resistance, they are emboldened to plan another attack. When they receive ransom and they see, oh, they've gotten this huge ransom, this huge cash, they will be emboldened to plan another attack because they know there will be no resistance. Governments should take the bull by its horn and ensure that security is being fortified in Oyo State, not just in Oyo State, but across the country. The elections are next year, but you will see that politicians are neck deep in politicking, while Nigerians can't sleep with both eyes closed. This is not good. This is not right. Residents of Aoro, they are crying. They are weeping. Many parents cannot sleep because they don't know where their loved ones are. I spoke with the husband of the principal who is in the forest as I speak with you now. He said it came as a big surprise to him. He just dropped his wife a couple of minutes ago and received a call that she has been adopted. It's a kind of shock and surprise to the professor, and he just hopes that he will meet his spouse once again.
Yeah, there is a very big problem. There is a very big problem. ISIS is in Oyo State. They are there in their numbers. These people are not there for only Oyo State. Remember that I told you that ISIS will be in Oyo State. I made this statement 6 months ago and people thought it was a joke. And as I speak to you, the Oyo State government have shut down schools in 4 local government. Nobody is talking about it in Nigeria now. All of you are playing now. 2027 is around the corner. But Oyo State, do you know where Oyo State is? I'm not talking about Bono. I'm not talking about Maiduguri. I'm not talking about Yobe. This is not Kano, Sokoto. This is not even Plateau, Benue. This is not Kogi. This is not even the ravaged Kwara by these insurgents. I'm talking about the headquarters of Yoruba land, the headquarters of Oduduwa Nation. I mean the seat of Yoruba Kingdom's power. Oyo State is under siege. ISIS stormed Oyo State. They kidnapped 40 students, including headmaster. And as I speak to you, Oyo State government shut down schools in 4 local government areas. Remember that I exposed their intention of always going after school children because they believe that Western education is a crime. Western civilization is prohibited. That is Boko Haram. That is the work of Jamaat too. All the Jamaat to Islam. That is their work, including Al-Qaeda, ISIS, Boko Haram, ISWAP, and so on and so forth. I want you to go and read more about these people. Their mission is to overthrow Nigeria government, bring Islamic State, and impose Sharia. An Islamic State that will be governed by Sharia. This is their mission statement. It's everywhere. You can Google it. So don't get it twisted that Okocha is just saying it. You can go and Google it. Go and read their mission statement. So anytime I come out to tell people that this is pure Islamization agenda and this is how they move. In one of my videos, I talk about the 5 principles of war that they use when this Islamization is going on. So I am not saying it that it is Islamization. That is what they said. Boko Haram, SWAP, Fulani military, all these people, they have one mission statement. Overthrow Nigerian government, impose an Islamic State, and make that Islamic State to be under Sharia law. Simple as that. That is why they are kidnapping. That is why they are killing the military. That is why they are adopting school children. And when I see these people being reintegrated back into the society, I see the complicity between the military and these terrorists. I see the complicity between the people in government with these people. Why? Because of the same religious ideology. I'm telling you this thing. If you like, you hear. If you like, don't hear. They're already in Oyo State. Where is left? Ogun State and Lagos State. Southwest will be over. These people are terrorizing in rivers. They were in Bayelsa, though they have chased them, but they are returning back. They have attacked Imo State already. They have taken over Hamuf side right from time. Where is left? Let's be sleeping. The only solution to curbing this is to understand the problem. Once you understand the problem, I will let you know that individuals like me and you will be capable of solving it. We'll be capable of arming ourselves and doing the things that are necessary. If the vigilantes could chase Boko Haram away from some communities, you're supposed to understand that then, I mean the Boko Haram people defeating the soldiers, it is because there are some Boko Haram in the army, Boko Haram in the government. I'm telling you, ISIS is in Oyo State. Take a look at what our news correspondent said about the situation right now in Oyo State.
We visited Auru, Esinle community yesterday, and I spoke with aggrieved parents, and they revealed to me that about 46 students are missing, including the principal of the Esin Community High School. They were abducted Friday between 8 and 9 a.m. and they were taken into the thick forest. And up till now, nobody's aware of their whereabouts. Yesterday also, the Inspector General of Police, Olatunji Disu, was on an assessment tour of the community in Orire local government, and he assured residents there that those students and the principal will return on earth and they will return safe. Palpable fear permeates that community up till now because the marauders, the attackers have not communicated, they've not reached out to the parents, they've not demanded for ransom. And if you consider that community, it's made up of people from the lower strata of the society, farmers, traders. It beats the imagination that such people will become targets for kidnap. And this also brings to the fore the inability of security agents to respond effectively to attack situations. I got to know that the sad event on Friday lasted for several hours, and there was no response from security agents. The community members also complained about telecommunication infrastructure. They couldn't reach out. There are no masts, you can't call, no network there. The network reception there is very poor. So there are so many factors that worked against members of that community, and they are very sad at the moment because their children, their loved ones are nowhere to be found.
Olutayo, can you give us a bit more of details regarding what is actually going on now? Have you been to the school itself where these pupils and the principal or vice principal were abducted? How far is Esin in Orire local government from Ibadan, the state capital? And then are there feelers from the state government itself? Because we had Seyi Makinde, the governor of Oyo State, speaking yesterday about a lack of intelligence and lack of coordination. Has he made any further statements today? Is there any outreach directly from Agodi in Ibadan from the Oyo State governor?
As far as I know, the state government said they're on top of the situation. They said the governor will be visiting the community to reach out to the parents that their loved ones are missing, and he will be going there either today or tomorrow morning. Esin Orire local government is about 26 kilometers from the state capital, Ibadan, and this particular community, Aoro, is located in the thick forest. Is located deep down in Orire, in the outskirts of Ogbomoso. That's the reason for that attack, is that there can't be effective response because first, the roads are not motorable. There are no telecommunication facilities there. The nearest police station to that community is about 2 kilometers from Aoro. So everything just worked against them. And if you look at the way this attack happened, it was coordinated, it was planned. It was revealed that when these attackers came, they headed straight for the school, for the community high school, both the secondary and the primary school. And they went straight into the classroom, picked up about 46 students, and took them straight into the bush. One vice principal was killed, and two other teaching staff were killed. And up till now, nobody can identify where they are. Another thing is, security agents must employ the use of technology. In such situations, equipment such as drone should have been deployed. The marauders would not have gone far. Assuming technology was applied, I'm sure that they can be able to locate where these students are. But the money is being deployed to other means, and so in some particular cases, government has been collapsed. Many state executives have abandoned governance for politics. So this is a wake-up call to all state executives to ensure that their domain is properly fortified against attacks, because nobody can tell which community will be next.
Olusaya, as you said, no one can tell which community can be next. But very importantly, Orire local government near the outskirts rather of Ogbomoso, they suffered an attack earlier this year in January when forest guards were killed. Is this very close to the current community that was attacked? As you also highlighted, this is a coordinated attack. It's a pre-planned attack we're seeing on the same area, and we're also seeing children. We've now had mass abductions of children, not only in Oyo State, not only in Borno. We've seen in Kwara, we've seen in Kogi. It seems to now be a common tactic of terrorists and bandits across Nigeria. For the people in Orire local government, for the people of Ogbomoso, for the people who went through those deaths of the forest guards in January and are now looking for their children in May, is there a feeling that they have been abandoned by the government?
Well, the government appears to have tried its best, but its best is not enough. They are supposed to engage other strategies of policing its boundaries, of policing its domain. The attack in January occurred in Oyo Reserve, and Oyo Reserve is about 1 kilometer or 2 kilometers from Ogbomoso. It's not too far. It's like an hour or 2 hours, 1 hour 30 minutes drive. So in all of this, you will see that there are no coordinated synergy between security agents. The issue here is when an attack happens, the effective response is what can deter these marauders, these attackers from planning another attack. But when they have a field day, when they can operate for 3 hours without any resistance, they are emboldened to plan another attack. When they receive ransom and they see, oh, they've gotten this huge ransom, this huge cash, they will be emboldened to plan another attack because they know there will be no resistance. Governments should take the bull by its horn and ensure that security is being fortified in Oyo State, not just in Oyo State, but across the country. The elections are next year, but you will see that politicians are neck deep in politicking while Nigerians can't sleep with both eyes closed. This is not good. This is not right. Residents of Aoro, they are crying, they are weeping. Many parents cannot sleep because they don't know where their loved ones are. I spoke with the husband of the principal who is in the forest as I speak with you now. He said it came as a big surprise to him. He just dropped his wife a couple of minutes ago and received a call that she has been adopted. It's a kind of shock and surprise to the professor, and he just hopes that he will meet his spouse once again.